Simplifying ratios. You're sometimes asked to compare ratios by expressing them in the form of 1 to n. This means that one of the parts of the ratio has to be 1 and the other part can be anything, including a decimal. This is very useful when you're comparing. Let's have a look at an example. So a hockey coach is looking at the ratio of goals to shots scored by two players. So we can see which player is more accurate by comparing these in the form of 1 to n. Okay, so what we do is we will write down Leanne's goals to shots as a ratio and Angela's goals to shots as a ratio. We then want to compare them by putting them both in the format of 1 to n. So we can see that for every goal Leanne scored, how many shots were taken. And the same with Angela. So to express a ratio in the format of 1 to n, we need to get the left hand side to be 1. To do that, we divide 5 by 5. So that will give us 1. And therefore, like fractions, whatever you do to the left hand side, you must do the same thing to the right hand side. So we then divide the right hand side of the ratio also by 5. And that will give us 5.2. Then look at Angela. So we want to get the left hand side 1. So to get 3 to be 1, we divide by 3. So that will give us 1 on the left hand side that we want. And then whatever we do to the left hand side for the ratio, we have to do the same thing to the right hand side. So we'll divide the 8 also by 3, which gives us 2.7. So what we can see then is for every goal Leanne scored, she took 5.2 shots, and for every goal Angela scored, she had 2.7 shots. Therefore, it seems quite obvious that Angela is more accurate. Let's have a look at this next example. So in a year group there are two different classes, set A and set B. So the ratio of girls to boys in each class are as follows. So set A has 6 girls to 11 boys, and set B has ratio of 3 girls to 8 boys. So if we break this down into 1 to n, we can see which class has a higher proportion of boys. So let's set out the ratios of girls to boys for each class. So we have set A and we have set B. So don't forget we need to get it into expressing it as 1 to n. So the left hand sides have to be 1. So we'll do set A first. So divide the 6 by 6 to get 1. And then we have to do the same thing to the 11. And that will give us 1.8. Then we'll move to set B and we'll divide the 3 by 3 to get 1. And then we have to do the same thing to the 8. We divide that also by 3. So we can see therefore that for every 1 girl in set A, there's 1.8 boys. And in set B, for every 1 girl, there's 2.6 boys. Therefore, we can see that set B has a higher proportion of boys. Now it's your turn to answer some questions. Pause the video and then have a go. How did you get on? Here are the answers. If you answered any incorrectly, have a look back through the video and then try again.